Hi everybody, thought it might be cool for you to see a swing analysis in action. So when someone comes to me in pain and it's from golf, what we do to find out what the cause is and what we're going to do about it. Enjoy. A few things I see here I think could help improve his back pain from a technique standpoint. Biggest thing to me is at address, he sets up pretty deep into a hinge position. It doesn't bother me as much at setup, but as he goes into his backswing, he either maintains or potentially even deepens that spine angle, which is just a lot of pressure on the back. And then as he drops down, you see a little bit of that early extension hips forward move. So you're going to take the facets in the lower back and you're really going to jam them together by combining those two things, that deep hinge and that hips forward early extension move. A little bit closer look at the pictures just for maximum clarity here. So I'm talking about the top of the backswing here and just looking at the difference in these two angles. As you see, Nelly, she's going to come up. She's going to basically come out of a hinge a little bit, which is going to allow easier rotation, just the way the biomechanics of the spine work, where you're staying real deep in that hinge and the shoulders are shifted forward out over the toes. So not only does it interfere with rotation a little bit, but it basically changes the lever arm of stress on your back. So you've got a lever arm that's acting down from here. And because that's a far distance from the middle of your lower back, it's a longer lever arm, where when it drops down for here, for her, it's a much shorter lever arm. There's differences in lever arms, and combined with these positions really make it for a bit more stressful position. And then you can take a look at as you get near contact, and this is the other thing I see, and this is something a lot of amateurs struggle with, as those hips start to move forward toward the ball, that spine's in a relatively flat position. When you side bend, which you have to do to hit the golf ball, which is that kind of right shoulder bending down, when you combine that with a more neutral or extended spine, what that does is close the facet joints down pretty hard. That's a lot of stress in the lower back. So you'll see in the pros, and Nelly here on the right, is the hips are really pushing back almost instead of pushing forward, and it creates this kind of gentle arc in the low back. This opens the facet joints, which means when they close from the side bend, it becomes less of an issue because we've kind of got some opposing forces there instead of everything going to the same spot. So these are really the two positions I think that need to be refined most in reference to the back pain.